Yeah, g'day guys, Steve Lee. I'm down here at Parliament House in New South Wales speaking with Robert Borsak. We're going to talk a little bit today about the Shooters and Fishers Party. And in recent times, one of the things that the Shooters and Fishers Party has been able to do was to get us access into our national parks. Now that bill hasn't actually started yet, so we haven't actually been able to get into there yet. When is that likely to happen? And what one question I really get, well, how does that really help shooters, particularly shooters in the bush? How does getting into national parks help us in any way, shape or form?
Well, what hunting in national parks does, as hunting in state forests has done, it gives opportunities for people that live in the cities, the big cities like Sydney, Newcastle, Wollongong for example. It gives them somewhere to go hunting. There's a huge pent-up demand of people that want to use firearms legally and properly. They want to go hunting, they want to get involved with their family in these pursuits. If you live in the bush, it's quite easy for you to get some access to private land to go hunting, but if you really want to make it popular, you really want to build our constituency, what you do is go and get access to public land. And in the end of the day, that's in line with most of the overseas constituencies, certainly in line with what goes on in Victoria and to some degree in South Australia. It's very, very important that hunters and shooters, if they want to get involved in those programs, go out and get licensed and go out and also seek their friends who also want to join in and get their licenses and go out hunting on public land. It's good for the environment and it's good for the shooting movement. So
have you noticed that with passing of these sort of laws, do you guys believe that we will get more people into the hunting sports? Yeah,
look, I think the numbers speak for themselves. I think in the last 5, 6, 7 years we've seen a slow but steady growth in the interest of people who've not been involved in shooting before and hunting, wanting to get involved in shooting and hunting. And in the end, all it really is a cultural thing. They talk about guns as if it's a law and order issue, but it's not a law and order issue at all. What it's about is people wanting to continue the pursuit of the things they love to do, and that is go out, go bush, drive their four-wheel drives, go hunting, shoot some environmentally sound meat, and bring it home and feed it to their family and eat it themselves. I mean, that's what I do, that's what you do.
Yeah. Okay, just recently, one thing that I was pretty impressed with the Shooters and Fishers particularly, I noticed that the MO bill was coming, and I was really worried about the MO bill, and there was a lot of regulations and stuff that were going to make it particularly harder for us all, and I knew we had to get out there and get shooters and everybody to know to fight against this. And one thing that I've noticed you guys have done particularly that's helped is they've got a whole network of who the shooters are, and by joining the Shooters and Fishers Party, it's helped them be able to email people, tell them what to do when situations like this come up. And I noticed that because of those emails, I wrote letters to the National Party and a whole lot of other people, and I know other people got on board. So do you believe that with the organisation of the Shooters and Fishers Party, you guys are winning the fight when it comes to firearms regulations?
I don't think you can ever say you're winning the fight, Steve.
Okay.
What we do is we are always chipping away at trying to slow down or stop or reverse the bad lawmaking that's been going on in this state for too many years. At this time, I'd say, as far as the ammo bill is concerned, we're having some wins, only on the basis that we now have a communication network really second to none. In years past, it was very difficult for us through the traditional media to be able to get any coverage at all. But what we do these days is we've got an email tree out there with over 15,000 email addresses on it. So very easy for us to get in contact with key people in our constituency around the state. We also, of course, are very active on our Facebook page. Social media strategy is very strong. So Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they're the main ones we're involved in, plus of course our own website, which gets a lot of visitation.
I've also noticed that even today you guys got a win with the Shooters and Fishers in WA.
Yeah, we're very, very happy and very satisfied with the culmination of our strategy in WA. Just to give you a bit of background, we started last July when I went to WA to launch the party over there. We had a public meeting. We had, I think, 180 people turn up to the meeting, which was fantastic. The party got their 500-600 members pretty quickly, registered the party, applied for registration, got it registered just after Christmas, ran a quick and dirty campaign right through to last Saturday, the 9th of March, and We got one member elected in the agricultural region in the upper house, which is fantastic. Rick Mazza, the chairman of the party in WA, and we're running a close second on another region, which we're hopeful we might get up on. So yeah, it's all very, very gratifying. It's also very interesting to look at the level of the vote we got from a standing start, having never been represented in the state in the past. We did very, very well, and we're very satisfied with it. The next thing we're going to look at very closely now is the upcoming September 14th federal election. We'll be looking at, again, running tickets for the Australian Federal Senate in every state in Australia, and we'll be looking to try to get, obviously, senators up in New South Wales and elsewhere.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, it should be good. We're really, really keen. We think the politics of what's going on in Australia these days is starting to turn our way just a little bit. So we're pretty keen on working at the overall representation of the party outside of New South Wales, and it's been a big win for us to get someone up in WA, and it's a big credit to Rick and his team doing what they've done in WA, and now we're going to have a crack at the feds and see what happens there.
Okay, so as you've probably discovered, I'm a staunch supporter of the Shooters and Fishers Party, and I think as shooters in Australia we really need to get behind these guys. But Rob, I just want to ask you the question, what can we do as shooters to protect our sport, protect the stuff we love, to protect our guns? What is it we can do as shooters in Australia? What is the main thing we should do?
That's a good question, Steve. Look, there are a number of things you can do. First and foremost, you can obviously continue doing what you are doing. If you are a shooter and you're a fisher and you're not a member of a club, some sort of hunting club or shooting club, whether it's a pistol club, whether it's a rifle club, whether it's a SSAA branch, join a branch, get involved in that sense. If you can afford the time, get involved in a branch, join the party, although you don't have to be a member of the party. And especially on election day in New South Wales or any other state, get involved by going out and spending a half a day or a day if you can spare the time on the booths handing out how to votes, because it's very, very important that we maximise our vote, obviously, on election day. And they're the important things you can do. And also, of course, from an individual point of view, get the word out there. I mean, what the electorate has to understand is that shooters and fishers are not rednecks. We are ordinary people that come from the same cross-section of society as anybody else does. If you go play golf, you'll get a cross-section of individuals that go to the golf courses. It's exactly the same if you go hunting, it's exactly the same if you go fishing. What governments need to understand is that the days of lock it up and leave it all over Australia, whether it's a marine park or whether it's a national park, are over, and what we need to do is see more access to those lands, those Crown lands that are really being held in trust for all people of Australia. And we need to make sure that when we do it properly and safely. There's no question at all that it's what needs to be done. Very good.
All right, guys, well, that's it. Let's I'll talk to you guys again later, but listen, let's just really support the shooters and fishers. Get your other guys who you know who shoot. Get anyone who's into firearms in any way, shape or form, hunting. Even all the guys out there who do chasing pigs with dogs and everything, they need to support these guys as well, because it's all about that whole culture in the bush. And so let's get behind these guys and support them at the next election. And just support them, send them your email so you can get out and get organised when they've got stuff coming up that we can help fight. Talk to you again later. See you later.